What a beautiful day. Oh, what do we have here? Neighbor. Hello, neighbor. My name is CG. I was wandering alone in the forest one day and came upon a tent. But when I walked into the tent, bam! I was in the magical world filled with amazing builds and people running around. I've decided that I will stay here in this fallen tree that I've made home in. Being in the tall redwood forest around Creative Lake was becoming lonely, and my home under the tree was becoming too lonely, so finding this magical place isn't so bad. I think I will stay. Home is 248/67/32. CG. Well, would we look at that, guys? It appears that we have a new neighbor that we probably have to go say hi to today. But welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Cozy Cabin Minecraft server. Hope everyone is doing wonderful today. My name is Corey, and we're going to try to have a little bit of fun together. And let's dive right into it. I think we got to go find our new neighbor today. Oh man, check this out. What is going on here? Is this our new neighbor's house? Hello? CG's cozy trunk. Dude, this is incredible. What is that? There's a... Oh my goodness, it's amazing in here. What is this? Oh, there's books in there. Dude, this is incredible. Look at this. We got a neighbor that's popped up here in this fallen tree area. This is friggin' incredible. So cool. Look at this. There's all kinds of cool stuff in here. So I think what we're gonna need to do, obviously, right? Since we got a new neighbor, we're gonna have to put together like a little neighborly care package, and probably bring it over here, and maybe write another message or something like that. Since we've got a new neighbor now in the village here. I think we're gonna have to come up with some kind of name for our spawn area. Probably would be a good idea. Look at this. Here we go. We got a few things gathered up to take over to our brand new neighbor's house. So got a couple snacks and some treats for them, and then a lovely little note here that I've written that I'll go ahead and read to you just in a moment once we get over here. What a beautiful front yard they have too. I mean, I'm really liking the way they're already taking care of the yard, and that stuff is really nice as well. So we'll put down a little deal here. I probably should have put a sign on it, but I didn't bring any paper. So we'll throw in a couple of nice fresh beverages here, a little bit of sugar, and a nice tasty snack, because it's always nice to give your neighbors some snacks when they arrive to the neighborhood, or if they need to borrow a cup of sugar or anything. And I guess we'll read the little book or the note I left here. It says, "Hello, neighbor. I think it's pretty sweet of you to move into town." See, because, cookies and sugar. I have no doubt that you'll find this neighborhood a treat to live in. Continuing with the puns, of course. I'd love for you to cruise on over with the swiftness potions someday for a cookout. We could have some drinks and hang out on the beautiful patio, and we could get to know each other better while I cook up something tasty. The wonderful patio with the pergola. You guys know it. Feel free to stop by anytime if you need a cup of sugar. That's why I left some sugar in there. Or even if you need help landscaping or running errands. I'm always willing to help a neighbor out. Corey. So hopefully our neighbor finds this and enjoys it. And I'm looking forward to having them here in the neighborhood. The CG's Cozy Trunk. Wonderful. Beautiful house here, and I'm looking forward to have more neighbors. Don't forget, if you want to become one of the next neighbors on the server here, all you got to do is join the Discord and fill out the short application, and you could play along with us. All right, so here's the deal. Obviously, this series, we're going to be doing a lot of building, making things look really nice, but I always want to make things functional as well. So we got quite a bit of stuff going on so far in this nice compact little area here. We're also weathering some brand new copper blocks, which is awesome since we are now updated to 1.17. Pretty excited about that. We got the little starter cabin here that I've begun working on a while ago and we've kind of been adding to over time. And then we've got the chicken coop here, which is very wonderful looking, if I do say so myself, and also has a functional aspect as well. We've got a little bit of chicken and feathers that are being produced here. Not a whole lot, but still something functional, which is awesome. We've got the barn over here, which at the current state doesn't really do anything for us yet, which we will probably work on updating in the future. And then as well, I think today we're going to work on something in the house here that I feel like we could have used a long time ago, but it's finally time to update. So we had the little fireplace here with the blast furnace stuffed in the back, which was partially for decoration for our outdoor barbecue here. But I also have been using it to smelt up some of my ores and that kind of stuff as well. And then I put this barrel here a while ago, and then we didn't really do anything additional with that. So, and as far as this other stuff goes, I don't think there's really anything else going on below the house here. We don't have a basement, we don't have a bottom floor or anything like that. So I think today what I want to do is work on a little bit of a smelting system that will be incorporated into the actual fireplace here. So to get things started here, what I'm going to do is have a little section here with 3 different hoppers in it. Then on top of each of those hoppers, we're going to go ahead and put a hopper minecart. And this way, we'll be able to pull items out of here much more quickly. Let's double check and make sure that works with the rails on there. I think it should. I'll leave the rails in if I can. And we'll go ahead and put these stairs back. So now, whenever I throw items onto these stairs, they should suck up a whole bunch at a time. Actually, let's put that back so those minecarts don't pop away. And then we'll also fill back in these blocks just to make sure those don't go anywhere. And then down below here, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to feed all of these into one chest here. And that way those... is that going to work? Maybe that's not going to work quite as good as I wanted to, as well as... What I want to do is be able to have like a spot where you can throw in a bunch of stuff at once and have it filter into the filter in without clogging up. But I guess the hoppers here are going to be limiting factors. So each of those hopper minecarts can hold 5 stacks. So we'll be able to throw 15 stacks in there at a time without anything clogging up, which I think for the most part should be pretty decent. And then I think what we can do is if I get some more... Am I really out of hoppers? Okay, so we're gonna need to make some more supplies. And then what I'll do is load all of these items into another minecart system here that'll probably run across the top of a furnace array. I think maybe we can go this way a little bit further into kind of the backyard area, or maybe I'll do like a U shape here. I'll loop this around and then we'll bring it back to right here is the barrel that's out on the patio there. I want to filter all the items back into this area once they're done smelting. So I guess I got to craft up a little bit more supplies. We're out of hoppers and stuff since I've been going through a lot of it on the arena. But I'll craft up a few more things and then I'll show you what we're working with. Okay, had to go out and get a little bit more cobblestone, and I got a little carried away down here, so I want to bring you guys along for a little bit of an update. I was trying to figure out a good way to make the loading system of this so that it would only activate when there's enough stuff in here, and then all the items that get distributed would empty out of the hopper minecart chest. So we got a little loading system here where we'll put a hopper, a chest minecart is what I'm trying to say. We'll put a chest minecart on top of there if I get it over here. So that will start here, and this will this little system here will only remove this block when there is 124 blocks inside of this chest. So one full stack of 64 plus 60 additional blocks. So I want to make sure that when that retracts and this goes off, all of those blocks actually get used in this system here. So in order to do that, I wanted to actually kind of expand this to be quite a bit bigger than I originally planned, and we're going to put a total of 60 furnaces down in our little system here. So with that being said, I'm trying to organize a pattern here where the minecart will come out and run across and go across all these hoppers, and it'll put one item in each one of the furnaces, and then it'll go all the way around, zigzag back and forth, all the way down to the end of the row here, and then it'll travel all the way back. So it'll put 2 items in each furnace every pass. So by the time it gets back to there, it can load up another basically 2 stacks or right around there, and then it'll take off again. And by the time it finishes that whole trip, all of these things will pretty much be done and filter out into a little elevator here, which will go up into that barrel that I was showing you guys before. So I think this system should work pretty decent. The only other issue I'm going to have to figure out here is kind of how the fuel is going to fill in, because we're going to have to obviously have another line for fuel. And originally I was kind of thinking that that could go right along this area here, but now that I ran some of these ends here, I'm not really sure how that's going to tie in exactly. So I might have to bump these out or reconfigure the fuel line input down below, because I was thinking of doing a very similar minecart system to distribute coal and stuff evenly throughout the bottom of the furnace array. So we might have to do a little bit more finagling with that, but I'm going to get some more work done here and kind of get this to an operational state, and then I'll give you a little demonstration of how it's supposed to work. Okay, here we are back down underneath the house, and I kind of went ahead and changed up a little bit of the organization, the structure we had going on here. So I went to try to get these sections a little bit longer so that it would kind of flow a little bit better with the whole system here. So I think we're ready to give it a first test try, but I'm not 100% sure that it's going to work on the first try. So let's see what happens. We should have everything set up here. Like I said, this should activate when we hit 1 stack plus 60 blocks. So we'll put in a stack. Nothing should happen there. Just double check, make sure everything is connected along the way. I think it is. Hopefully all the furnaces are cleared out and there's not a whole lot of junk in there. And then if we go ahead, we'll try to put in exactly the amount we need. That's a couple extra. We'll see what happens. That goes off and takes off down the whole thing. We should be distributing evenly across the thing. We got 1 in there, 1 in there. Okay, that's going down. We got 2 in there, 2 in there. Excellent, excellent. Let's see what's left in here. I might have an extra one. Extra 2, because I can't do math and count right. Okay, that looks awesome. Sweet, so that distributed perfectly along the entire thing here. It looks like we got 2 pieces in each one of those. And then this is going to be the fuel line here, which eventually will tie into an input somewhere up above in the house. That kind of makes sense. Don't have a spot picked out just yet for that, but for now we just got a little temporary area here, and we'll do the same thing. We'll have a chest minecart down here. That's what it's called. I was trying to think what it is, and we'll just throw a whole bunch of coal in here for now. Not going to be quite enough to fill every single one of these, but if we go ahead and hit this button, this should start to fuel up all of the furnaces along the way. We can't really see what's going on here. Is it working? Let's see. Yep, looks like everything is fueled up. Sweet. I think it's working. And then, yeah, those are all on. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Look at that. Oh, that one over there is not on, so that means there's probably some junk stuck in this one down in the corner, if I had to guess. In one of these hoppers. Is it? Yep, we can't burn a torch, so that's not going to work. Excellent, excellent. That's working. Coal in there. Coal in there. Oh, baby, it's working wonderfully. I suppose we don't need nearly as much coal, so it's okay that we only had half of it. But, yeah, that looks like it is working excellent. Now all we got to do is clear out the entire bottom of this area and get a whole bunch more hoppers. I am running out of wood, actually. I've got plenty of iron to make more hoppers, but I've been running out of wood to try. Oh, I probably needed that there again. Let's just switch that out for a redstone block. So yeah, I'm going to need a bunch more materials to finish up the bottom of here, because like I said, I need a bunch more wood to make chests, so can make more hoppers. And then I need to get that all connected, and we'll funnel all the hoppers down into this little dropper deal here, which will shoot up into our storage chest. And honestly, we might have to make a buffer somewhere in the middle here, because otherwise, I don't know. Well, we'll see. The chest above there is not going to be enough to store too many items. We got to be careful not to overflow the whole thing, because we can, smelt 2 stacks at a time, essentially. So I got to make sure that I don't fill up that single barrel up above there. But it shouldn't be too bad. I think that is coming along really nicely. Now I just got to do some more resource gathering. So why don't we just go cut down some trees? Okay, the time has come. I think it's finally ready for a full test run. We're going to go ahead and test it all the way up from above here. And all we should have to do is take a couple stacks of items, throw them into the stairs here in front of the fireplace. And we'll go ahead, and I want to just take a peek down here, make sure things are working. As the items go through here, they should be entering into our minecart. Looks like they are. So obviously this is going to take a little while for this to fill up, but that's because the hopper system here can only go so fast. It can only transport the items at a specific rate. And then as long as we have enough fuel in the furnaces over here, which I'm not sure that we do, it looks like that is not the case. So this might not work for our first test. Can I grab a little bit of coal here? I don't think this is going to be enough. Some of these probably only got 1 piece of coal in them along the way, so we might not get a full batch here. Obviously, we got a little bit of resource collecting and stuff you have to do, but all the items should be getting distributed now. I saw the minecart take off there. That should go all the way along. And then once it finally gets loaded up, as long as there is fuel in here, we'll send this along. Those should go. As you can see here, these items are going to start to smelt up. And then all of them should come back into this return system here, which flows on over to our elevator here. And then that will take us all the way back up to the exterior part here. It looks like that's triggering a little bit. We should get items all the way out in the barrel on the outside, as we can see, coming in right there in kind of batches. So as those get all smelted up, that's how that is going to work. So that is working pretty decent as intended. Like I said, might need a little bit of adjustment on there yet, but otherwise I think it's pretty good. I think we did a pretty good job with the making the fireplace here in the cozy cabin functional, which I always like to do in my projects. So hopefully you guys had a little bit of fun today. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I would really enjoy it if you would come along and hang out with me again in the future. I'll be watching for you out there. So yeah, don't forget to hit the like button if you had fun today, and subscribe to the channel if you didn't do that yet. And we'll see you guys again next time. We got some big projects coming up in the future in the nearby areas, and lots of cool stuff to do with all the other people hanging out on the server. So yeah, we'll see you again next time. I'll be waiting for you. That was creepy.